Hey guys and girls, Emma again. Welcome back to the spare room. This is really a video because there's things I've got to cover, but they're not anything particularly exciting. We're less than 2 weeks out for the competition close. So you guys, if you're going to enter, get your entry in. I'm not going to hold it over. There'll be no late entries. It's kind of, don't think you can get in the next day because you won't. Don't put all that work into it and then miss out. And there's some good entries in already, so see how you go. But I'm just saying that there's less than 2 weeks. It's the, oh my gosh, it's the 5th or something of June already. Crazy, absolutely crazy. Now there's some stuff happening over at Bar Z. If you don't watch Bar Z Industrial's YouTube channel, Stan Sinkowski, for one, he's a great guy and the nicest guys I know. He's an amazing gent, but he puts on the Bar Z Industrial Summer Bash every year, and I've been this year, and I went last year, and I'm going to go this year. I'm not sure whether I'm going to get there next year. I'm probably going to buy some tools instead. We'll see. But that's where this competition's announced. So I'm going to be there on the 24th, and he's got some cool stuff happening on his channel. He's got raffle prizes and things that he's unboxing. In particular, a Precision Matthews, a fairly big Precision Matthews lathe. $5 raffle ticket. Go over there, send him an email, get an invoice for your ticket, pay it, and there's not a lot of chances in it to win. So you've got a pretty good chance, and I think shipping is flat rate is going to be covered all right across America. If you're out of that zone, well then you've got to sort it yourself. But he explains all the rules. It's well worth a look. So go and have a look. Get your raffle ticket. If I promote that, I'm not eligible to buy a raffle ticket, but it's a bit far to get it home, and I've got nowhere to put it. So as much as I would love to win a $5 lathe, I've got nowhere to put it. So I'm not going to enter, but hey, go and have a look. Bar Z Industrial. I put the link to his channel, and the link to that video anyway, down in the description box. So go and check it out and have a look. If you haven't, or if you've seen it come up in your subscription feed and you haven't had a look, go and have a look. It's $5. Seriously, it's $5. Get in it. And I think he's only selling one ticket to every person, so there's not that big a community that someone's not going to win it, and it could be you. It's a nice looking machine. I just watched the unboxing video he's had up. Go and check it out. Now, this weekend I've done nothing, really. It's terrible. I've cut 2 little pieces of stock, which are the actual engine supports for these little engines. They go in there. It's got a hole here for the crankshaft, which runs through. The crankshaft also, if we have a look, runs through this support, which may need some propping up. We'll see what we can do about that. I might just silver solder or soft solder a little piece of tin on there to stop that rocking. And then the shaft runs between there and the other piece there, past that worm gear. I've got worms to go in there as well. So that's kind of, yeah, that's how that works, and that's a job that needs to be done. This sits up here and it's got a little oscillating cylinder on here, so they're a bit boring, but they're fun and they're only tiny, so it's a good way to get small scale live scheme. I'll get my feet wet without actually sort of jumping head first into twin slide valves. I've got these 2 spoke box assemblies done. These are still pretty tinny, but by the time I get a piece of brass around here for foot plates, right in there, and then cut out for the wheels and right across and cut out for the engine, there's a little lead flywheel goes between the gear and the engine. I'm going to cast them up, and there's a lubricator goes on this pipe, goes in here, and then it's got a reversing valve on the back. So it's not huge work, and it's probably a little bit fiddly. So I didn't do much to them this weekend. I did do a little bit to this. Might appreciate it. Those of you who are not following the Patreon series might appreciate an update. This is rolled up out of a sheet of brass and silver soldered down the bottom and fits together. It covers up the hole at the end of the boiler where the nut is to hold the firebox on, and it holds the firebox together against this nut, so everything's nice and tight. It's a pretty clever little design, but that's coming together too. Next project for that will be safety valve and the engine frame and the engine and a burner. And of course, boiler test. I didn't get on and do anything at all to my boiler test. I spent the afternoon on CAD, and if you're on Facebook or Instagram and you follow me, there were some CAD drawings. It's still very rough and very early stage. But next Patreon series might be, and I'm not going to promise, and it's all subject to change when I come back, might be a diesel outline clockwork locomotive for O-scale. I'm not sure yet, but it seems doable from what I've sketched up and what I've got sort of looking good. So anyway, I just wanted to touch base and give you a little bit of an update. I've got a foreigner coming in tomorrow, someone's steam engine flywheel that they've had some issues with on a tiny little lathe, and it's probably a little bit too big for the lathe. So I'm going to do that for them and sort that out and straighten it up. That's tomorrow night and the next night. This weekend I've got before I leave for America, so I probably need to pack cases and do some housework and stuff. Then I'm off on Sunday afternoon, late Sunday afternoon, so I'm not going to miss my plane. I've got an alarm clock anyway, thanks Bruce. But it is a late night flight, so we will get there without any problems. I'm not going to sleep through it. Anyway, jokes aside, a huge thanks to everyone who's made this trip possible. A huge thanks to Stan for the amazing opportunity to win that lathe for everyone. Shout out, go and check it out. Go and have a look. It's a bit of a score. I think at this point it only had about 350 views on it. So if half of those people have bought raffle tickets, you do the math, that's a pretty good chance to win a lathe. So go and have a look. Someone pointed out that I hadn't shown this. This is the prize for the toolmaking competition. This is a GoPro Hero 5 Sessions. Now, brand new. I haven't even opened it. I haven't unzipped the box, anything. It's brand new and it's still in this box. Now, Shadow Dog 500, Chris at Shadow Dog 500, who won last year with an amazing, a really nice toolmaking video that was way out of his comfort zone. He has volunteered and posted on ahead quite a box of accessories for this camera. So I believe there's probably a Noga stand there, or a rip-off Noga stand, a magnetic base for it. There's a ring light and a case and some electronics and all sorts of stuff to go with it. So that's a pretty nice, makes a pretty nice price package. That's what we got, and I'm going to have to dig around and try and find something for a runner-up prize too. But we've got stuff in the works there too, and it'll be pretty good. Anyway, thanks for watching. I thought I'd better show you that. Less than 2 weeks. You've got this next weekend, and then the following weekend and I want to see the video, or you've missed out. I'm probably at some point going to spend an evening just messing around with these little locomotives. I'll give this a polish and put it back in its box before I go. This one, I've got another video to upload in the next little while, and there's another video sort of half edited that I'll upload as well. So anyway, thanks for watching. Check out my Patreon. Check out some of the other creators that are going to the bash. I know Chris Anderson's going and he's entered the competition again. There's some awesome guys that are going. My fellow judge I've taken on board, there's R. Stephen Lang, a really nice guy. He'll be there. Really looking forward to catching up to all these people again, and for the first time sometimes. So thanks for watching, and be kind to each other. More soon. Get your entry in for this. Go and spend $5 on a raffle ticket. Go and spend $5 on a raffle ticket for a lathe, because that's too good to miss out on. Seriously. $5 US. If you live in Australia or England, you've got to get it home. But if you live in America, and I'm sure, I think probably 80% of you, my viewers here, do. Seriously. Go check out the lathe, and then you've got no excuse next year if we run a tool making competition. No excuse at all. If you win the lathe and you watch this channel, I want to see an entry to the tool making competition. So there we go. Deal. So thanks for watching. Be kind to each other, and more soon, guys and girls.